day 5 of Arnhem University's 90-day program. And I don't even have to ask about your assignments, right? I'm sure you got them done. But if you haven't, take a second and pause and do that. Because yesterday we talked about vision, and today we talk about the nitty-gritty. There's so many people out there that have had amazing visions, that have had amazing goals. But as I believe it was Oliver Wilde, correct me if I'm wrong, but he said that many people die with their music still in them. And I don't want that to be you. What is the music per se, going back to your mission and your vision that you want to play? What's the impact you want to create on the world? There's an old saying that says, I tried to change the world. It didn't change. And then I tried to change my community. It didn't change. I tried to change my family. It didn't change. I tried to change me, and I changed. The only thing that you can change is you. That's it. But it happens on a day-to-day basis. It doesn't happen in grandiose scales in most cases. I mean, we do have those breakthroughs, but oftentimes it's because it's like if you had a giant pickaxe and you were hitting away at a stone, and you hit it and nothing happens, and you hit it and nothing happens, and you hit it and nothing happens, and all of a sudden, after hitting that same rock for 15 minutes a day, everything changes. And it bursts open, and you're like, oh my goodness, I hit it on that first time. No, you didn't. Because things are built up. Momentum's an interesting and a funny thing. I mean, I want you to think about the last time in your life that you were really incredibly successful. And I want you to think if that was one of those things that you just kind of did one time, or if it was a consistent, valiant effort. In most cases, it's a consistent, valiant effort. And that giant pickaxe, that explosion of rock that you're searching for, it does happen. So now that you've got your vision, now that you've got your mission, and once again, I'm going to use me as an example since you're right there, but I can't physically talk to you. I can't have you talk back to me, essentially. When I decided that it was my mission to change the world and to coach people, then I had to set up day-to-day activities. Those day-to-day activities include studying and training my craft, consistently getting better and better and better at it. There's a quote by M. Russell Ballard that essentially the gist of it is you can do whatever you want as long as you're willing to pay the price. One of those valuable things is to educate yourself in the field of your choice. And by doing that every single day, setting consistent time aside for that. Another thing that I do is I call people. I contact new people. I give coaching sessions. I give coaching experiences. And the list goes on and on and on. But I have to set aside those things on a day-to-day basis. If I choose to work not one day, then I'm choosing not to have success the following day. Success is something we build up to. There's that old phrase that says, it's about the will to prepare to win. It's not just about winning. It's not just about showing up, I'm psyched up, I'm ready to go. Well, if that other guy's been in the weight room for 3 years working on himself, and you haven't been in the weight room at all, I don't care how motivated and how excited you are and how jacked up you are about, taking that guy on, in sport, it's not going to make any difference. It's about that fire, that excitement to prepare. So what are the day-to-day activities that you need to complete? Let's say, for example, your desire is to be a famous pianist. One of my clients actually is an up-and-coming piano artist. And when we first started working together 10 months ago, he'd never written a song. Well, I take that back. He'd written a few songs in his entire life. And now he just put out his first album. But it was day-to-day thing. So if you wanted to be a famous piano artist, what would you do? Well, you'd practice. You'd learn how to play the piano. You would set aside time every single day to write songs. You would set aside time every single day to perfect those songs. And then you would set a schedule that you would keep no matter what. You would plan all of your activities around this focus. I want to clarify as we get into goals. Sometimes it's very easy to get into goals and get so excited that we get swept away in the spiritual things. To be completely honest with you, the number one thing you can do for your entire life is keep the gospel principles. Absolutely keep those. And we'll get into that more later. But back to this day-to-day thing. So take your goal, take your mission, and I just want you to set up, even for the next week, what day-to-day activities that you would need to have in order to accomplish that goal and that mission of what it is that you want to be. Thanks for joining us for day 5 of RM University. You guys have an awesome day, and I'll see you tomorrow.